yeah, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater is such a good game, dude. It definitely deserves a sequel. What? Wait. What? It's got 9 sequels? Holy f***, that's a lot of games. Okay, we're talking about the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Number 1, the one that started it all. Countless spin-offs and a bunch of different sequels and all sorts of crazy stuff. It even spawned kind of its own subgenre of skateboarding games. What an incredible legacy that all started from the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So the game was going to be called Garrett May Pro Skater, but then I decided I didn't want my name to be commercialized like that, and it would violate the spirit of skating. So I said nah, and they gave it to Tony. So obviously in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you play as one of 10 professional skaters as you work your way through the game's 9 levels, trying to accomplish various objectives in each of the levels to move on. I know it kind of seems like commonplace now to see skateboarding games because we've seen so many of them, but back when this game was first released, it was so new and kind of revolutionary. Yeah, it was a sports game, but it was an extreme sports game. I mean, we'd seen other extreme sports, but the gameplay that they put into Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 was so different than anything we'd seen before. So the actual skateboarding in the original game is fairly simple. You use one button to jump or ollie, another button to do certain flip tricks, another button to do grab tricks, and then another button to grind when you come up against a rail. Yeah, man, like in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, there's some sweet lines you can do. You know, you can jump and grind, do sweet flips and grabs and all sorts of stuff, man, that us skater dudes do. With the controls being fairly simple, it allowed players to jump right in and enjoy the game and bust out a few tricks early without much practice. But also added a learning curve that once you learn to connect all these different tricks together, find the gaps in the various levels and bust out some special tricks to really ramp up your score and accomplish all these objectives. In each of the game's 9 levels, there are usually 5 objectives or tapes that your character must collect or achieve in order to unlock levels later in the game. These 5 objectives always include 2 that revolve around getting a high score and then a pro score. There's always collect the 5 letters of the word skate, which are hidden throughout the level. And there's always one tape where you have to collect a hidden tape, literally hidden somewhere hard to find in a secret area of the level. And then finally there's one that usually involves grinding or knocking over or doing a certain trick around 5 different items, again hidden throughout the level. Wait, why am I not actually in the game? Well, when they were figuring out everyone's skill level, they had to skate around for a bit and stuff, and they figured my skill level in everything was about 0. So when they actually put me in the game, you couldn't actually do anything with my skater, which really sucked, man. So the developer said, yeah, we're going to have to take you out of the game. I was like, alright dude, whatever. I just want to skate. Looking back, it sounds really simple just to collect a bunch of shit that's hidden throughout the level and then bust out a high score to move on to the next level. But it ends up being so much harder than that once you get to later levels in the game. The high scores get really high and become really tough to be able to get in a single 2-minute run. And some of the hidden items are hidden fairly well that you have to have certain combos or get to hidden areas that are really tough to reach to accumulate all the tapes in every level. Now 3 of the 9 levels are competition levels where you go in and you have 3 chances at a 2-minute run to bust out the highest score possible, and a panel of judges will judge you, and if you rank high enough you'll earn a medal and be able to move on to the next levels. So when we go into a competition and everyone in the crowd and the judge is like, hey man, do a sweet flip, yo, do a sweet grab man, let's see some cool shit. You know, it's kind of just like, nah man, I just want to skate. What if I just want to skate around and do nothing for 2 minutes? Like, how you going to judge me on that, bro? These competitions end up becoming really tough towards the end of the game. The last one being almost impossible to get a gold medal in. It has a lot to do with the way you score points and being able to string combos together. In each run, if you do the same trick more than once, the score that you accumulate for that trick will go down. So you have to variate your tricks to keep getting your score high enough. As well, there's not a reliable way to string together combos other than grinding and doing tricks between grinds, which in a lot of these levels there's not a lot of straight grinds that will take you for a long way, making it really hard to score points. What you end up having to do is to find gaps and bust out special tricks while going through these gaps to really ramp up the amount of points that you can score per combo, because you'll max out at around 4 or 5 tricks per combo before you'll have to land. Yeah, dude, like this game is super realistic. Like when we're putting together our sweet lines and gnarly trick setups, like, you know, we link things together with manuals to keep our point. Wait, what? There's no manuals in this game? Well, who the f*** did that? The 9 parks are actually really well designed, turning the scenery into skateboarding pieces that you can use to bust out tricks and get high scores. The levels vary in size, some of them being really small and just intimate areas, while others are skate parks that have only vert and, you know, boxes and stuff like that, like professional skating, and others are just out in the streets just trying to find things there. Having the variety in these levels ends up being really important to keeping the game from being monotonous. Doing the same task over and over again on really similar looking parks would have ended up being really boring, and a lot of people might not have ended up finishing the game just out of pure boredom. The fact that all these different parks are so different and offer different challenges, different sizes, different hidden areas to find and unlock, makes it that much more enjoyable and allows players to not really get bored because the levels are changing things up rather than the skating or gameplay. Yeah, man, like when we're skating around with our skate dudes, like, you know, we're often going, yo, get a high score, yo, get a pro score, yo, go for the 6th score, dude. And it's like, nah, man, I just want to skate. I can remember as a kid wanting so badly to unlock the highest levels just so I could skate around and explore and try to find those secret areas. There was something so satisfying about being able to get that perfect grind to get you up to the secret area where the secret tape was, and things like that. There's lots of that hidden throughout Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, which made it so enjoyable for me, especially when I was playing it that many years ago. The soundtrack that they put together for the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater really solidified that feeling of the, you know, kind of skateboarding culture, with the alternative rock and the different types of songs that they've included really lend towards that feel of skateboarding. It's hard to describe just that feeling you get when you're hearing those songs. When I hear that type of music now, it reminds me of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That's how well they've built the association between that type of music and this style of play. So when I go back to play this game now, it just fits so well, and the environment and feel of the game just feels so right. Actually, if you look deep through the code of this game, you can actually find the Garrett May skater still in the game. They just hit him just because my guy was so shit. The graphics and animations in Tony Hawk Pro Skater make it clear that this game is definitely from a different era. They have not aged well and really stood the test of time like some other games from Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, PlayStation era. The characters and set pieces look really polygonal and really harsh and triangular in some areas, which just back then was okay, but now it's like, oh gosh, this is kind of harsh to look at sometimes. And the animations aren't that smooth, and looking back, some of them are really hilarious, including some of the grinding animations and holding some of the grab tricks just look kind of funny. Oh yeah, you want me to demonstrate how to do a 50-50 grind? For sure, one sec. So you get on the rail and you just do this. It should work out for you every time. Sweet grind, dude. Definitely the biggest difference between the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater and some of the more newer additions to the franchise is definitely how punishing the original Tony Hawk was to play through. If you fell in the middle of a run, going for a high score or in a competition, it completely ruined your run. I mean, I know it's kind of how it is in real life. If you do fall in a pro skate competition, it's tough to recover. But in this game, it takes a really long time to get up after a bad fall. Yeah, man, like if you bail, you're totally f***ed. Now, having said that, some of these falls are pretty harsh, and I found myself laughing at myself for some of these crazy falls. Overall, Tony Hawk Pro Skater is a classic, almost legendary game for what it did for skateboarding and bringing it into the limelight and creating its own subgenre of video games, the skateboarding kind of X-game extreme sports style games. This game was so highly regarded and well received by critics and fans alike. It got plenty of excellent ratings and is definitely a classic game. I gotta ask the question though, does this game stand the test of time? And in many ways, yes. but in a lot of ways as well, no. The graphics and animations don't really hold up, and some of the gameplay additions they made to sequels to this game really improve the gameplay and make it so that, you know, the original game is kind of outdated and feels really old. So for that reason, my final verdict for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is an 8 out of 10. It's a great game. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is a classic game and has definitely left its mark on the video game industry and definitely has a near and dear place in my heart, just for the pure nostalgia value of playing this game when I was younger. But really, when I look back at it as an adult and having seen all the sequels to this game, it really doesn't stand up to some of the better additions that they've added to the Tony Hawk franchise. What's up, dude? Like, that'll do it for Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I gotta thank all you dudes for watching like this gnarly review, man. It's so cool that you take the time to do that. So definitely leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and maybe share with your friends, or don't, man. Like, do you, bro? But thanks again, and we'll definitely see you bros next time on Yes Guy Gaming. Yeah, did I get that right? Like, is that good? Are we good? Are we good? All right, man. I'm out. See all you bros next time on Yes Guy Gaming.